Hello? Okay. Exciting thing here. I don't know if I said I was getting it or if I was saying I was thinking about getting another one, but we did. Magic Mixie Pixling. This is Faye the fairy. So cute. That's the first one I got and I was telling you about. But there's another one on sale. And I was like, how much fun would it be to show the process on camera? So you'll have to excuse the crazy lighting going on. I didn't want to fix that. But I think we can see it just fine. So this is the container it comes in. It's like this just like a big plastic potion bottle. But what's cool is, I mean, here's what I'll say. It's a lot of packaging. Obviously, like, there's a fun thing to go with it. And I think it could be still like a fun thing. Like, you can kind of redo it. You don't get more of the things that come with it, but do I think kids could like make their own potions in here? Absolutely. So yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of packaging, but definitely reusable for other things. I plan on using the containers to store, you know, I don't know. I always need containers, but there are 5 or 6 dolls in the series. I don't really have a desire to have that many of these. Like, even like 2, I'm like, okay, that's enough containers to try and like reuse, because I don't know, just like, you know, that's my only, I think, thing. It's a lot of packaging going on, but again, it has a purpose, so fun. That's okay. That's where I land on that. Anyway, that aside, let's get into making the potion, because it was so fun. It was really so much fun. All right, and you know what? I figured it won't be a surprise for me again, because getting it on Amazon, you can pick the doll, and you might do that in store too. I don't really know, but so I know who's in here. I might have said it in the last clip. I have no idea, but I figured I'll make it a surprise for you. Let's see. I don't remember the steps. So what it comes with is the Pixling Power Elixir, the Pixling Magic Elixir. We have Shimmering Scales and a Coral Charm. So there's your clues. I'm sure you can guess, if you're familiar with these, which one it is. I need some scissors. Okay. So the little entrance is up here, so I'm going to turn it around for now, but before it does the reveal, I'll turn it back. So first you pour in I really should have done this in the kitchen, but the kitchen is very messy right now, and I didn't feel like dealing with that. First you pour in the power elixir. There's like a hole on the top here. Oh, I definitely spilled it on the side. Not bad though. Okay. Let's not let it drip onto that. Getting the power elixir in there. Okay. The next step is filling it to this line with water, so I'm gonna go do that and also get paper towels. That would have been smart. Okay. I don't know if you can see. I think you can. Look how swirly and blue it is. Oh, it's so fun. Okay. Next step is the shimmering scales. I have to put in the shimmering scales, so it comes in this little package. Oh, so cute. Oh, they really are little tiny scales. Ooh, I dropped one. Okay. Come on. Any more? Just 3. Okay, just 3. There's my little shimmering scales. Put those in. And then we pour in the Pixling Magic Elixir. Before I do that though, we're gonna do that. Paper towel, maybe 2. I think 2 is smarter. Great. And I've got extra to put in the garbage. Great. Good ideas all around. Okay. Okay, we're adding the what's it called? Magic elixir. So we had the power, now we're adding the magic. Oh, is that more blue? Is it coming out? Oh. Oh, it is. Just slowly. Oh, it's adding like a very dark blue. It's so pretty. Oh yeah, you can see that. Come on. Is it all in there? Yeah. I definitely didn't cut it enough. Okay, I think that's good. Last but not least, let's add our coral charm. Cute. Okay. She's in. Alright, now we remove the golden ring on the back to reveal the magic word. So there's this golden ring that turns into a doll stand. Super cool. So it's Magicus Mixis. That's what it says on the back. Okay. So now we turn this until it stops. Okay, that closes it. And then we say the magic words and push down on the crystal gem twice. Okay, this is where we're gonna reveal the doll. Can you see? I think you can. Okay, Magicus Mixis. That's so cool. Is she revealing? I don't think I got a good press down. You can see, how cool, isn't that neat? There she is. It's a mermaid. Isn't that so cool how that works? So you dump all this liquid and you can't see it, and then all of a sudden she's revealed. All right, that was so fun. I'm gonna clean this up, take her out, and I'll show you the final reveal. Okay, there she is, so cute. I need to fix her hair a bit. It's got, she's got box hair. Oh, or I think because hers is so, has this style, it's not so bad. But, so if you have any tips, I'm wondering, can I like steam it? There's like a steamer. It's just like the front part. It was like tucked back in the box, but regardless, so cute. I love these so much. I would love to collect them all, honestly, but I don't know. I don't want, I don't want all those potion bottles. That's really my only thing. It'd be cool if they, and maybe they do. I actually have not looked into it. But would it be cool if you could get these without like the big packaging? That would be nice. But anyway, regardless, I love these two. They're so cute. I had to share because I've been cracking up over here with this realization. I just filmed, or I just posted a few days ago, what do I even call it? Like, I took you all along with me over by my decks to kind of do body doubling, to sort out what the current vibe is for me, because I just got in this, like, everything got disorganized in this room. I was pulling out so much stuff that I was like, ooh, like I should use this, and it just wasn't the vibe. And so I'm watching right now, Bohemian Rose Tarot did a VR that I'm watching right now. I'm only 4 minutes in and she already said something that's like, it just sparked a light bulb and it's cracking me up because she's showing the Mood Tarot, which is like such a sassy, forward, funny deck. From what I've seen, I don't have that one, but I've seen a lot of it. And it just made me realize that I think the vibe right now, because it's been so hot, we finally, this weekend, the heat wave broke. But I think the humidity's coming back next week. It's just been like too hot, too humid. And I wonder if, because at least I think we're on the same vibe here. So I'm wondering if it's a collective vibe, because I feel like it's just been hot everywhere. Of just like, we're just cranky. And it's cracking me up, because I think that's what, I know I had objects out that were the vibe, but they are objects that are totally just comfort objects to me right now, which I really lean into if I'm feeling like down but also cranky. Like, are we just all kind of cranky right now? I think that's so funny. Because, yeah, we should be cranky. And I think it's just like, I don't know, I'm having a fun little moment in my head where usually I know people are like, say that's, you know, an unfavorable emotion, unfavorable way to be. But I think there can be some levity and lightness in just being like, I'm cranky. Like, I'm not in the mood. And just saying that out loud feels so fun. So I think that's the vibe. I'm reclaiming cranky. I'm cranky. I'm cranky, so I want to use my Neopets Tarot and my Mystery Tarot, which is, why can I never remember the name of that show? Darn it. Every time. It's because my brain replaces it with the name of the tarot deck. The Mystery Tarot based on Gravity Falls. Like, that's what I want to use, because, and the Cowgirls and Aliens, because I'm cranky. And I think that's fine. I think that's okay. So I just had to share that little tidbit of realization that I'm now having with Bohemian Rose Tarot. Hello there. It is officially the end of the month, so that means we're getting into some favorites. I'm so excited. The month. What did I do in the month? This month wasn't a very tarot-heavy month, mostly because right at the beginning, we went on a family vacation with my family. We went to Florida and went to Disney World. It was so much fun. It was like we all got to be like little kids again. It was so fun. And so there was a chunk of time where I just didn't really do anything with tarot at all, which is totally fine. But I have to say, I guess, after coming back from that, I still don't feel quite settled again. It was a bit sort of jarring in that sense, where like getting back into my routines and things like that has just felt strange. So yeah, it's felt kind of different in that sense this month. But I do still have some favorites. But before we get into that, my one object favorite from the month is I got some new dolls. These are, they're so cute, the Magic Mixie Pixlings. I don't know, I feel like if you don't have small children, you might not know what the heck I'm saying, but a few years ago, there was, the Magic Mixie was like the hot toy, from what I'm remembering, and I think it was like this cauldron toy, I don't know, but since then they've kind of stemmed off to make other toys. So there's these little surprise toys where you get a mini cauldron. Do I have one here? No, I don't. I have one, but I think it's at work. And you get this little like monster critter. It's so cute. But I don't know when these came out, but I only just discovered them. They came out with dolls, and they're called Magic Mixie Pixlings, and they're these little dolls all based off different like mythological creatures. So fun. So my first one I got is Faye the Fairy, so cute. They come in these like big potion bottles. Oh wait, I don't have to like explain this. I already explained it in a video in this. We did it together. I forgot. Oh my gosh, that was felt like so long ago. But they come with these little stands, which is so awesome. So this is the first one I got, Faye. And the other fun thing I've been doing is I have a few of my Littlest Pet Shop collection from when I was little. And so I've been giving them each a pet. So Faye's pet is this snail. I mean, come on, don't they just go together? So cute. Well, we're still gonna go through all the dolls anyway, because I want to. Then the next one I got, which is the one we opened together, is Marina Mermaid. I still have to fix her hair, so ignore the hair day she's having. Thank you for all the advice on what I should do, or how I can kind of like make her hair not in this like from the box mold. So pretty. Her pet is the seahorse. Cute. But my latest one, so I got those more in like the beginning of the month, I want to say. She doesn't stay on her stand very well though. I don't really know what that's about. Eek. Okay, let's just put her down because she's not standing. Okay. I got, this is a special edition one. So I was only able to get it at Target. I don't know if it was like the holiday special or what. Limited edition, I mean, but I just had to have her. This is Angelina, the angel. Oh, how pretty is she? She's so cute. I love this taffeta dress. Now, I had to have her, well, one, because hello. But this dress reminds me of, growing up, we had this Barbie set, me and my sisters. I don't know where it came from. I don't know. We got a lot of toys from our older cousins, so I don't know if it came from there or what, but we had Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, and we had Glinda. I'm pretty certain. Now I'm not remembering if it was our Barbie or if it was like someone's house we used to go to a lot who had it. Regardless, there was this Glinda Barbie that I loved that had, you know, she's got that big pink dress in the movie. She had this big pink taffeta dress, and this just made me think of it and made me think of her, and I just love her so much. And her pet is this pony. Isn't that perfect with the shiny mane and the pink? Oh, so cute. So that's an absolute favorite from this month. I love them so much. There's a whole little collection and they're amazing. So that was the object favorite for the month. Let's get into the books. I actually thought I wasn't gonna have books to report on because it was the kind of month where I just didn't know what I wanted to read. I was reading a bunch of stuff at once, and then I just ended up kind of finishing a bunch of them at the end of the month. That's just how it went. So, how many books did I read? Let's see. 1, 2, 4. Oh my gosh, I read 4 books. That's crazy. But again, most of these were ones that like I have been reading for a bit, and it just finally, I just finished them all like within the same week and a half, I feel like. Anyway, the first one is one I read for work, and so, but it was a really good one. It was a shorter read. I read it in a day, just when I could at my desk. So it's a parenting book. I don't know, but if this, I figured I would still just mention it because it is something I read. I still put it in my little thing, and I don't know, I know a lot of you have kids, so maybe you'd be interested in it. So it's a parenting book written by a woman who has a son who is later diagnosed autistic. So he was a teenager when he was diagnosed, And so, but through his late diagnosis, she also is late diagnosed, more in, I guess, the traditional way we think of late diagnosed in like 30s, 40s kind of thing. So it was kind of her perspective on coming around to getting him this diagnosis, her sort of working through what her incorrect understanding of autism before he got diagnosed, and just sort of the process of that. And it was just so good. So it's called Your Child Is Not Broken by Heidi Mavick. I can't read my own writing. I've got my computer right here. Let's make sure we get that right. But regardless, the title is Your Child Is Not Broken. Heidi Mavier. Okay. And so I think if you are a parent to a neurodivergent child, me just being a neurodivergent person, especially a late diagnosed one, still really enjoyed this. There was like something just felt healing about reading it. But if you're looking for something where it's just this really honest writing about that experience, and like you just really need some encouragement and feeling like other people aren't getting it perfect, I think this was a really good read. And I just also love this sentiment of like through this journey, how it's like the constant that she held on to was knowing that her child isn't broken. He's just different, and the people around him who should have been helping him like just weren't. So really good. Next, I read The Honey Witch by Sydney J. Shields, which came out in May, but I was waiting to read during the summer because it just really has a summer feel. There's a lot of bee themes going on. It was so good. It's a cozy fantasy, I would say. The storyline is really unique, like nothing I've ever read before. I gave this one, I never want to get too much into like giving a synopsis. You will never get a synopsis from me because I feel like when I do, I give too much. So, but I really loved this one. I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was really good. And the only reason, honestly, I gave it 4 stars is like, I'm just hoping there's a sequel. I just want to know more. See, I don't want to give anything away. I hope there's a sequel, that's all I'm gonna say. Next up, I read, now this is for my book club that I'm in. So we decided to go, we did like the rom-com funny story last month. This month we decided to do a mystery. We read Never Lie by Frida McFadden, which I think is a popular one right now. And I read it really fast. I didn't love it. I will say though, it did get me with the twist. It really did. I think if you are like a Colleen Hoover fan, authors like that, I think you would like it. I personally am not. I feel like with those kinds of books, I tend to be left at the end of like, what do you mean? Like, what? And that's kind of how I felt with this book. The twist was really good, but it felt like post-twist, there wasn't enough story. It was like it was like this huge twist, like groundbreaking twist. And then, to me, it just felt like it then rushed through. Like assuming that we just kind of like accept this new reality. I'm like, wait a second. We could have like doubled the size of this book. I need more. This twist could have been, it's almost like I wish it ended at the twist and then there was another book to completely go into that. Or even so, even it didn't do that, I would love to see another book that goes more into that storyline. So I ended up giving this one 2 stars, which I think is my first 2-star. It just wasn't for me. But after that, my last book I finished, it was an advanced reader's copy, so this comes out in October. It is called Sorcery and Small Magics by Maiga Ducey. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So sorry if I'm not. Oh my gosh. 5 stars. I loved this book. I will be buying a hard copy, especially because I found out she's actually possibly local to me. She's doing a pre-order through a independent bookstore not far from where I am. So fun. So I'm definitely gonna pre-order it through there. And so, okay, fantasy, and first of all, what is it that I'm like trying to say here? My brain just blanked out. Both of the fantasies I read this month were LGBTQ. The Honey Witch features a sapphic romance. This one though features like what would be like sapphic? Google. Because I hear that word a lot, but what would be the word? Oh, is there a word for it? Where it's 2 males. Oh, that's interesting. So apparently Achillean, because Achilles and Patroclus is the word kind of being used, it seems. So sapphic is female to female. Achillean apparently is male to male. Fascinating. Anyway, this had an Achillean romance, which I feel like is not one, at least personally, I've ever seen in a fantasy book. So right away I was like, oh, I want to read that. Like that's different for me. I want to see that. And so that was something that was, at least to me, unique. And then it took the kind of the setting that I feel like so many of us love of the magic wizard school, but gave it this entirely unique, I've never seen before kind of storyline. And I love when authors do that, when they take this theming that is popular for a reason, but then completely turn it on its head, do something new. It was just the best fantasy adventure storyline I've read in so long. Like truly so good. It's the first one in a trilogy, which I'm so excited about. And it was good to the point where I was like, I need to know what else this author has written, because they must have other books because this was so good. No, debut novel. I was like, the writing is so good, in my opinion, that I was convinced that she had to have other books, but this is debut. So good. I can't say enough good things. That was my last read of this month. Sorcery and Small Magics. Amazing. Also, if you're interested, if you're a reader and you're on Goodreads, I am on there. Maybe I should put a link in my thing I always put in the description with like all my links and stuff. I'm gonna put a link to my Goodreads if you want to follow each other on there. We could do that. Anyway, shall we get into the decks? I think we should. So I want to start with, I've definitely mentioned this in other months that, I need to drink my tea. I need to leave for work. This is my new mug I got at Disney World. It's got Winnie the Pooh on it. And on the back it says, "Good morning, sunshine." So cute. So, Andy and I, for our daily readings together, have been doing the Lion's Hearts challenge. And so we pick out 6 Oracle decks, 6 Tarot decks, and then we use our dice, our D&D dice. We use the D6 to pick what decks we're using that day. It's so fun. So cool to see how that plays out. But this month it was the Empress theme, and I had 2 decks that, well, both of us did really, but I know I really got these 2 a lot, that they came up so much that like there was decks that I didn't end up pulling at all during the month. They just didn't come up because these 2 kept coming up, and they were such a good pair. So it was the Power of Yin Oracle and the Intuitive Night Goddess. Were really quite the powerhouse this month when it came to the Lionhearts challenge. They individually came up, but also like they just kept coming up together. It was so interesting. Like at the end, Andy keeps like statistics in her journal, so at the end of the month she goes through and is like, oh, this is what we use the most, this is what we use the least. And I want to say these 2 were the most used by a bit of a long shot. And it was to the point where these just really stood out to me during the month. I just felt like I was using them all the time. And I never would have paired these together, but I really think they go. Apologies for the... I know it's not the best way to show these, but that's how we're doing it. So yeah, really enjoyed these this month. Usually I feel like I don't necessarily have a favorite from that the selection of decks, because it is a random selection, so I'm kind of all over the place, but those 2 really just were always coming out. Next up, more tea. Yes, Cowgirls and Aliens and the Desert Illumination Tarot. I love them so much together. They are so good. This Oracle really does pair with a lot, I will say, but this is just my favorite. I just think they're so fun together, and this felt like exactly what I needed so much of the month, where I just felt a little overwhelmed. I felt just disconnected and out of it. Having this duo that just felt fun and colorful and a little out there was exactly what I needed. I just love how they look together. Color was definitely the theme this month. I just wanted color and to not take it too seriously. And these really fit the bill. These were amazing readers. I really, especially the Oracle, I don't really know what I expected from doing readings with it, but it's a great reader. I really loved it. So Cowgirls and Aliens and Desert Illuminations. Now, oh, we've got like all duos this month. I really had like favorite pairs, because my last 2 decks are another duo that I just really enjoyed specifically together, and that is the Lil Cryptid Oracle with the Mystery Tarot, which is the deck based on Gravity Falls, which is just the perfect summertime deck to me, because the show is set during the main character's summer break from school. But this is such a fun pairing, because in the show they're looking for these like monsters, really like their own version of cryptids. And so pairing it with these cryptids just really felt right. And then just also the way they look together, I think they just really go. And this was really like, especially towards the end of the month, became like my favorite daily reader, because something about, I don't know, I just love having my decks out based on my favorite shows, and something about the artwork in this one being like bright and colorful. It's like this flat colorful, I just love it. It just tickles something in my brain, and I wish I could put it into better words, but I can't. That's the best I got. And then I love the Lil Cryptid Oracle. It's so fun, but just so good. Like, these two really read so well together. I think they really go so nicely. And then on top of that, because clearly this month I was really leaning into the inner child, anything I was finding fun with my dolls and decks, and so I decided, you know, we're gonna go full tilt into that. And so actually off of Amazon, I think for like $4 or something, I was able to get a Gravity Falls sticker pack. So now when I use this as my daily read and do my journaling, I've got character stickers to use. It's just so fun. It's so fun. And as I pull out other kind of fandom decks, I want to do the same thing, because ultimately I was looking at all the shows I have decks of, and they all have sticker packs, and they're all like $4 or $5. I'm like, gosh, how fun. It's just so fun to have the characters as stickers so that I can journal with them. It just, so as this still feels like what I want to use right now, but if I switch to other cartoons, I'm like, I'm gonna get the sticker pack because it's so fun. It's just so fun. Oh, other quick favorite. First of all, just this bouquet I made. Oh, the lighting's not gonna get it right, but my roses are in their second flush right now, and I'm so happy. I have to say, the yellow, it's called The Poet's Wife, based on Shakespeare's wife, Anne Hathaway, or named after her, I should say. And I have to say, I think that's my official favorite. And I never thought I was gonna like a yellow rose. I truly only bought it so that there was a breakup between the colors, other colors I got. But I really was resisting the yellow rose. I thought I didn't like it, and now, but it's so happy and beautiful. I love it so much. So, other than that, that's all I have for you. So let me know if you had any favorites from the month. Did you do anything fun? I love to hear, I love to know. But other than that, I hope you're having a great day so far, and I'll see you again very soon.